Hey there, YouTube. Happy 4th of July. This is our 4th of July update. What we ended up doing was tearing out, I think in the last video I was going to tear out the roundhouse and put it in. Well, it's fully installed, and I had to split it up, which I kind of like it better because it's an elongated style, and I like the turntable and all that. So everything's wired up. I've got the controls wired up in the center of the layout. Kind of got some basic things lined out how we're going to do things. Powerhouse over here, which the coal mine is on the top of the layout, so we'd have to deliver down to the powerhouse. We have the gravel mine is up top, and we'd have to deliver some gravel to the concrete plant. We'll probably have sand in there and all that stuff. We've got our trailer park kind of going in. I got them lit up. There's a third one that's going to go right here. I'm going to make a plaster road that goes back that way. Kind of mapping out how I want my city. That will not be there. That will be the furniture store when I get it. So that's just there for temporary. We've got the paper mill lit up. Kind of got some things set in temporary just to see how I like them and all that. And I really like the way this is turned out here. And I got a hot wire. So I've done a lot of work in the last, I don't know, couple days to do things. So we'll go up to the coal mine just above. And I started carving my mountains out of the hot wire. So this is just the first layer of paint here. I've got to do some more weathering and stuff like that. But I may have went ahead of the schedule, but we couldn't help ourselves. My wife did this scene. We put the deer back in. I've got way back here in the back, I've got a Sasquatch. He's hunting deer and he's looking at them. I've got the track work on. Got the train powered up and working up here. And what I love about this scene is I wanted it to be more like personal when you look at it. I didn't want a bunch of stuff going on. I just wanted it to be kind of out on its own and doing its own thing, and you know, digging for coal, which I'm probably going to paint some of this black, maybe make a mine that goes in there or something like that. Yeah, that's what that's going to be. The hot wire is the way to go. I learned that from Allegheny Northern. He was had a video just a little bit ago, probably about a month or so ago, and he had a hot wire and was showing me how to do stuff, and on that channel, on that episode anyway. And I wanted to try it. I was like, man, he does that so good. And it's so much easier to cut foam, and it works really good. I like these little pieces out here. This is not permanent stuff. This just kind of sit here to kind of get an idea. The lumber yard will be sitting there. I may end up going ahead and putting a lumber mill somewhere. I just don't know where. And we have totally taken out the mountain that I had up here, and we have redone it. And I've used the hot wire for it, and it looks spectacular. Yeah, you can see the lines and all that. We may have to put a little plaster on it, but more than anything, I think it turned out fantastic. It's so much better, and it's more of a tunnel style. And then I just cut out the pieces as I wanted, how I wanted them to look. So I got my little cabin going up there. I got the tunnel entrance. There's still some work to be done. I've got, like I said, some of this is all gonna be plastered up a little bit. But I got the base shape of how I want it. I'm still waiting for my bridge piers to come in and to kind of cinch that up. But we'll do that once I get the mountain kind of exactly how I want it to go, and get a kind of a light layer of plaster, because I don't want this thing to weigh a whole lot. I might just use plaster cloth. I don't know yet. I may try to paint it and see if I can, if I can fill these seams up with some putty or something, sand them down a little bit. I might leave it as it is and paint it. I don't know. I know the one over on the other side looks pretty good, so we'll see. This back here, I'm gonna end up making a farm. I'm gonna probably put cornfield, tractors, some cows and stuff like that. Basically a whole little farm. This is the gravel area. This is pretty much how it's gonna sit. I've taken this, and instead of having piles of actual wasting a bunch of ballast, I can actually carve that and just glue it up and paint it gray and then put ballast on it. So this part, this is going to end up coming down roughly like that. So I'm going to bring that all the way down. I've got 12 feet all the way that way. I'll have to make a few turns, probably 4 or 5 turns on a helix. And then this track will change. So I'm going to, because I don't want this to be seen. So like it was before, I'm going to bring this over. I've got to readjust all this wood and stuff like that, so it's level with the table. This is going to stay here. I was going to do double main, but because of the size difference out, I can't make it. I can't make it work. You know what I'm saying? And I like this better because this looks more like I can take cars in and out, and it's more appropriate, I feel, for what it is, than trying to cram a bunch of stuff in there. This is going to be busy. All this stuff is busy. I want this busy because I want it to be kind of city industrial kind of stuff, I'm probably going to put a scrapyard in somewhere down through here. I'm putting the passenger terminal right through here. Yeah, so that's the update, guys. Hope y'all are about to watch some fireworks here real soon. I hope you enjoy it. And man, this thing is really starting to come alive now. So if you like what you're seeing, just like, share, subscribe, and happy 4th. I'll see you guys later.